Hey foodies, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to show you how to make a gluten-free oatmeal raisin cookie. These remind me of my childhood. I loved oatmeal raisin cookies and biting into them, having that little hint of cinnamon and some of those other spices that you couldn't really place as a kid. It was so tasty. And today I'm using Frankie's gluten-free all-purpose flour blend. It's a gluten-free all-purpose blend that I absolutely love using. It works cup for cup. And I'm going to leave a link in the description below on where you can get it. So let's just dive right into this and get started. So you want to start with your softened butter and your sugars. And we're going to mix that all up. Now, you can also add your egg if you want. If you are allergic to eggs, you can use an egg replacer. I find flax meal, ground flax meal, and a tablespoon of water per egg works really well. So it's a teaspoon of ground flax meal and a tablespoon for every egg. So that's been mixed quite well. I'm going to scrape down the sides and I'm going to add my water. And then I can just mix it a little bit. What's really interesting is when you add the water, it makes it look a bit custard-like. It really makes everything separate. So now you want to add your flour, your oats, and I'm using a gluten-free rolled oats. It's a quick oat. My cinnamon, some ground cloves, and you can always omit the cloves and or the cinnamon if you don't really like it. And some baking soda. We need our pinch of salt. That helps bring out the flavor. I'm using kosher salt today. And then we want to add a little bit of vanilla. I've made my own vanilla. If you want to see how to make this yourself, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Okay, so we're going to mix that up. Okay, so I'm going to scrape down the sides one more time. It's looking really good. Oh, it smells good too. So now we add our raisins. At this point, if you want to add toasted nuts like pecans or something like that, by all means, go ahead and add that. I'm just going to add raisins. I'm a bit of a purist myself, so here we go. And just like that, it's done. Boom. It looks great. It's sticky. It looks gooey. It looks almost good enough to eat. So I'm going to scrape off my paddle. There we go. And then I've got a parchment paper lined baking sheet. And you can drop them by the tablespoon. So I've got a tablespoon here, and I'm just going to use a second spoon and drop them like that. Really quick and easy. I also love using portion scoops because it's always the same size each and every time. So I'm going to go ahead and finish scooping this. And while I finish scooping this, I'm going to let you know that you can just bake whatever you want. If you want to bake the whole bowl of cookies, you can. But you can also just bag this up, put it in the fridge, and it'll last for up to a week in the fridge. You can also just bag it up and pop it in the freezer, and it'll last indefinitely, and then you pull it out, you let it thaw, and then you bake it as the instructions say. Okay, so I've got all my cookies already scooped out. I've got a wet hand, and I'm just going to lightly press this down. Just so that they're all about the same size. And I'm going to pop this into my oven at a preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 to 12 minutes, depending on how long it cooks, and you want to just see them golden brown. These look so good. You might have noticed I've already started eating one. I had a previous take and realized that my audio wasn't actually working properly, so I thought, why not do it again? So here we go, round 2 for the ending. These cookies took 10 minutes in my oven exactly, which was wonderful. I knew they were done because the middles were soft to the touch, but they weren't gooey. And the outside weren't browned or burnt. And you can see it's a nice brown underneath. Looks really good. And it smells so wonderful in this house. And the flavor of cinnamon and clove isn't overpowering at all. The oatmeal and the raisin definitely comes through in taste. So I'm gonna give it another try and I'll see what it's like this time. Still wonderful. Still reminds me of my childhood. I'll probably eat the rest of this when I'm off camera, which is great. I wonder, what's your favorite cookie recipe? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.